Welcome to This Day and Everything Cool for January 26th. On January 26, 1996, two of the biggest genres in gaming collided. Sega released Guardian Heroes on the Saturn, fusing the beat-em-up and RPG genres into a new hybrid called, what else? A beat-em-up RPG. Players moved across a 2D screen beating up waves of enemies, similar to games like Golden Axe and Final Fight, but with RPG-style character progression, branching paths, and an in-depth story. It was a hit, but unfortunately wasn't enough to save the Sega Saturn itself because the system had a short lifespan and was discontinued a few years later. On this day in 2004, NASA's Mars rover Opportunity touched down on the surface of the Red Planet. It landed a few weeks after its sister rover called Spirit, with both of them set to uncover new secrets about Mars, including whether or not it ever had water on the surface. Opportunity and Spirit were originally expected to only be online and active for a few months, but they vastly outlived their lifespan. Spirit went offline in 2010, while Opportunity is still active to this day. The more recent and more advanced Curiosity rover touched down on a different part of Mars in 2012. Speaking of outer space, on January 26, 2010, BioWare released Mass Effect 2 on the PC and Xbox 360. It built upon the characters, universe, and action RPG gameplay of its predecessor and is considered by some to be one of the greatest games of all time. With the polarized reception of Mass Effect 3 and the failure of the recent Mass Effect Andromeda, 2 is unequivocally the last universally loved game in the series, and hopefully the franchise can recapture the same glory at some point in the future. Mass Effect 2 was released on the PS3 a year later. Also on January 26, 2010, Apple changed personal computing once again by announcing the original version of the iPad. Rumors about the device had been swirling for months leading up to the official unveiling, and when it was finally shown off, many were skeptical, fearing that the device would be nothing more than a novelty trapped between a smartphone and a laptop. Apple proved them wrong, and the success and usefulness of the iPad made the fledgling tablet market mainstream, and other tech companies rushed to create their own similar devices. Reading comic books has never been better.